Welcome to Canoe Expedition August 2017, and we're going to start off from here, and this is Loch Morar, northwest Scotland, not far from Mallaig, not far from Skye, and it's about 12:30. The sun's just come out. It's been a horrible weather, but we're going to have a nice window of sunny intervals. The winds are also not as strong as expected. It's meant to be 20 miles an hour, and we're setting off from this car park, and there's our boats getting ready now. We should be on the water in about 20 minutes. How's it going, Graham? Well, so far so good. We're towards the place that we want to cross over into Loch Nevis from Loch Morar, the portage, and we've got our sails out and Graham's sailing towards me there. We've done about 8k. We've got another 4k to do before we get to our portage point up there, past that point. But the weather is lovely. It was awful this morning. It was absolute bloody torrents, but we've hit it lucky. But you make your own luck. Progress reports. We've made it to South Tarbert Bay, and it was great because we got some sailing, and now we're going to look at the portage. We're going to walk up. The problem with this as a campsite is it's terrible for midges. You can see I've got my midge net on already. So we're just going to have a bit of an explore. We're on the portage. This is going to be one of the crux parts of the trip. Wonderful, spectacular views of Loch Morar. And this is the setup with the trolley wheels there. So yeah, and there's plenty of Mr. Midgie around as well. And this is about 1 kilometre, and it's all uphill. And then it's about half a kilometre downhill. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll make it. Progress report, halfway up. Sweaty. But getting there. Sweat's dripping off the end of my nose, but it's all good exercise. So we put up our campsite on the col between Loch Morar and Loch Nevis, and we put it up here because A, we've done the uphill portage, and B, there's a breeze here and the midges are not hopefully going to be around tonight. So we've got ourselves in this little pen, and Graham set out the campfire tent. We're going to have the fire in the corner just next to us here. It's still looking like a good evening. Looking forward to having something to eat and collecting firewood. It's about 9 o'clock. As you can see, I'm wearing a midge net. There's been horrendous midges. Nice fire in the corner of our little pen. Graham is also midge netted. We have been battered by the midges tonight. Walking around's okay, but if you stay in one place, it's murder. They just come and kill you. Anyway, looking forward to a good day tomorrow. It's meant to rain tonight. Looks like the clouds are coming in. Update, morning after. We're being midged alive again. It's horrendous. It was a wet night, but we were drying in there, well, mostly dry in our tent there. Graham's campfire tent leaked bad, and he's lost his hat and his midge net. he's going mad. He's in serious trouble without his midge net. Portage number 3, taking Graham's boat down to Tarbert. This is a lot easier, I'll show you. You just trundle it down. Piece of cake compared to what I've been used to going up the other side. Easy. Nice day as well. That's looking up Loch Nevis towards Inverary. Portage number 4, nearly done. Yay! About to set off now, all packed up, ready to go to Sully's Bothy through the Kyle's Dark Narrows. Tide's in our favour, there's no wind, it's all looking good. sky over there, up Loch Nevis, really calm. We're paddling towards the Kyle's Neudart Narrows, near where those white buildings are. Behind is the rough bounds of Neudart in the mist. Looks as if we got rain coming from the end of the loch. I think it'll be with us in a few minutes. Changeable weather systems. We should be going through the Narrows in 5 minutes. I'm just recording this because there's porpoise just ahead of us, 100 metres ahead. I don't think you'll be able to catch them in the camera, but I'll try. I've rarely come across them on my trips, but they're just bobbing up and down in front of me. I'm trying to approach them quietly. I'll see if I can get some shots of them. Our bothy's up there, round the corner. So we're inside Sully's bothy's now. Bothy, there's the name of it. And the fire. Hopefully we're going to get some wood for it later. There's our bench and our sleeping platform at the end, and it's an absolute relief to get out of the rain and away from their midges. Looking forward to a good night tonight. And we found some vodka. Yeah. I've just taken a walk to get some wood and have a look around the mountains here. It's very misty and wet, and as you can see I'm next to a waterfall. And you might just be able to spot Sully's bothy and Loch Nevis. It's damp and dreich, but it's still bloody spectacular. Waterfalls all over the place coming down the mountains. And after a lot of hard work I've managed to get the fire going, and it's awesome. We've been drying our socks and listening to the rain outside, which has been horrendous. We're warm and dry in here. So here's to Sully's bothy, a cracker. Okay, today which is Saturday, we've been stormbound for most of the day. It's 3 o'clock now and the weather has improved, so now we're going to go for it, and we're packed up. Well, I'm packed up, Graham's gone already, ready to go. The weather this morning was horrendous, but it's looking alright now, so time to give it a go. Maybe we'll make it to Inverary tonight, maybe not, but it's looking nice now. It's been horrendous this morning. You can see there's a stream going past the bothy. It's been so much rain, it's been torrential. Not now though, so off we go. This is us just trying to get off now from the shore. Tough stuff, wind in our face, rain. We might go in hope. How's it going, Graham? So we're approaching the Kyle's Morar Narrows now. It looks okay, it looks flattish. We've had a tough paddle up the loch, 20-mile-an-hour winds, gusts up to 30 or 40, but we're getting somewhere now. So we've paddled back up the loch through the Narrows and we're now in Tarbert Bay. We're going to decide tomorrow what we're going to do the portage or go around to Maleg. And I'm calling this campsite Gannet campsite because the most bizarre thing has happened. We've got an injured gannet hanging around the campsite, a very beautiful bird, and it's just here. It's like dying, I think. It's injured, poor thing. So that's our campfire tent, and that's why we're camping in a sort of funny little rocky bit. Hopefully the weather's going to be good tonight. We deserve it. We've had terrible weather, strong winds and loads of rain, but we might be able to enjoy a nice evening here. It's Sunday and at last, as you can see, the weather is great. We deserve it. We camped just at the head of Tarbert Bay and A really comfortable night actually. The midges are bad. We've got used to that now. We put our midge nets on and we just get used to it. We camped on a little platform over there, had a fire, and it was a cracking night. And now we're ready for a big paddle round that way to the head of Loch Nevis into Mallaig. We want to finish off into Morar. What a day. Paddling out of Tarbert Bay, 8:30 in the morning, and that's the Coolins in the distance there. Awesome! Woo! That's looking up to the head of Loch Nevis, and I think that mountain, the conical one, is Strong-na-Keesh or something. I'm noticing that this buoy here, we've got a strong tide with us. It's flat calm, beautiful day. All of our cards have come into play today, yes. This is Mallaig, and we're here about 11:30, so we're going to have something to eat here, have a drink before we go on to Morar. That's egg over there, and that's rum, and the sky behind. Brilliant. We're coming into Morar now. The golden sands of Morar. We're 10 minutes away from our finish. So the trip is over. We're now on the beautiful beaches of Morar. Graham, what do you think? Enjoyed yourself?
Wonderful.
Yeah, a man of many words is Graham. Anyway, I think the thing that marked out the trip as much as anything else was the horrendous weather that we've had and the unbelievably bad midges. But apart from that, today was an absolute joy. The amazing conditions. I think I saw a sea eagle, and Graham thinks he might have seen something like a basking shark in the distance. And there were wonderful views of rum and egg and sky. It's been a brilliant day, and now it's time to chill out and have a few beers tonight.